All men should watch this video. 8 hidden secrets that women secretly crave. Stoicism. Modern Stoic. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Audrey Hepburn. Have you ever noticed men who seem to have it all, looks, wealth, confidence, yet still struggle to create a real, deep connection with women? It's not about how much you have or how well you can show off. The real secret lies in small, overlooked actions that can make you irresistible. In this video, I'm sharing 8 hidden secrets that women secretly crave but rarely talk about. These aren't the usual dating tips. They're backed by science and ancient Stoic wisdom. When you understand and apply them, you'll stand out in a way that doesn't require chasing or proving yourself. Without these secrets, you could be missing out on creating attraction that lasts. Stick around for the final secret. It's the most powerful one, and once you understand it, your view on attraction will change forever. If you're ready to master these game-changing techniques, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's dive in. Secret 1. The power of touching her hair. In the fast-paced, often disconnected world we live in, there are moments of connection that can leave a profound impact. Moments that men often overlook, yet women deeply crave. One such gesture, which many men fail to recognize, is the power of touching a woman's hair. This act, when done right, is more than just a simple touch. It's an intimate bridge that transcends words. Think of it as a quiet yet powerful signal that speaks volumes about trust, presence, and attraction. However, if done incorrectly, this seemingly small gesture can come off as awkward or even invasive. It's about more than just the touch itself. It's about what that touch represents. The scalp is one of the most sensitive areas of the body, packed with nerve endings that send signals directly to the emotional center of the brain. When you touch her hair in a meaningful, intentional way, it can evoke powerful feelings of closeness and connection. But here's the thing. It's not just about touching her hair. It's about doing it at the right moment, with the right intention. It's about being aware, being present. You must understand that touching her hair isn't a mechanical action or a mere habit. It's about creating a moment of intimacy, a space where both of you are emotionally present with one another. Picture the scene. You're sitting together, talking, and at just the right moment, you gently push a stray lock of hair away from her face. That single action, done thoughtfully and with care, speaks volumes. It says, "I'm here. I'm connected to you. I'm paying attention to the details that matter to you." This is the essence of connection, being attuned to her energy, in a way that goes beyond what words can express. The greatest mistake men make is rushing this moment, or worse, treating it as just a reflex. This is not a time to be distracted or hurried. It's not about simply playing with her hair absent-mindedly. The power lies in the timing, in the unspoken communication between the two of you. It's about how your touch makes her feel, how it deepens your bond and strengthens the sense of trust that forms the foundation of any relationship. As the famous philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This principle holds true in intimate moments as well. It's about paying attention, being mindful, and making sure that each action you take is in tune with her needs and emotions. Don't rush it. Don't force it. Instead, embrace the opportunity to connect in a way that is genuine and sincere. Just like in Stoic philosophy, where the focus is on being present and cultivating inner strength, when you touch her hair, do so with purpose and understanding. Be confident in the moment, aware of the silent but powerful message you're sending. A simple gesture like this can speak louder than any grand declaration, creating a bond that is quiet yet unshakable. So men, don't underestimate the power of touch. Don't let these small yet significant moments slip by. Take the time to truly connect. Share your thoughts below. What's your take on the power of simple gestures like this? How has the art of touch impacted your relationships? Your thoughts matter, and we'd love to hear them. Comment to remember. A genuine touch speaks louder than words. Secret 2. the hand on her back in public. In today's fast-paced, often chaotic world, many men are seeking guidance on how to live a more centered, focused life. One timeless philosophy that offers profound wisdom in this pursuit is Stoicism. While it originated in ancient Greece and Rome, its principles remain incredibly relevant for modern men. Stoicism, at its core, teaches us to focus on what we can control, let go of what we cannot, and maintain emotional resilience in the face of life's challenges. It's not about suppressing feelings or avoiding pain, but about responding with rationality and strength when life presents its inevitable obstacles. In today's world, where we face stress, pressure, and external distractions daily, the Stoic mindset is a critical tool for survival and success. Stoicism doesn't preach passivity. Rather, it empowers men to embrace their emotions, but not to be ruled by them. The Stoics understood that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. This is where modern Stoicism intersects with today's challenges. Consider the daily pressures we face in our personal and professional lives, emails, meetings, deadlines, and expectations from others. It's easy to get swept up in this current of external demands, but Stoicism teaches us to find peace amid the noise. One key principle of Stoicism is the practice of focusing solely on what is within our control and releasing attachment to what lies beyond it. In the workplace, this can mean staying calm and focused, despite the constant stream of demands. It's about controlling your response to stress, not letting it control you. The modern Stoic understands that while it's impossible to control the actions of others, it's within their power to maintain composure and choose how they engage with the world. Another critical element of Stoicism is the concept of amor fati, loving one's fate. This means accepting and even embracing the challenges and hardships that come your way, knowing that they are part of your journey and growth. In today's world, where many are quick to complain or feel sorry for themselves when things don't go as planned, this aspect of Stoicism is particularly valuable. Whether it's a personal setback, a professional failure, or even a global crisis, a Stoic man looks at these obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. In the face of adversity, the modern Stoic doesn't ask, "Why me?" Instead, he asks, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset shift can be a game changer in your personal and professional life. It transforms challenges into stepping stones and fosters a deep sense of inner strength. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-discipline and virtue. The Stoic man doesn't seek instant gratification or avoid discomfort. Rather, he practices self-control and focuses on long-term goals. In an age where convenience and quick rewards are constantly at our fingertips, this is more important than ever. True success, according to Stoicism, comes from doing what is right, not what is easy. This principle can guide men today in their personal relationships, careers, and even health. Whether it's resisting the temptation of procrastination, staying committed to a fitness routine, or being there for loved ones when they need support, Stoicism teaches us to act with integrity and virtue, even when it's difficult. Perhaps one of the most valuable lessons that Stoicism offers to modern men is the power of perspective. The Stoics believed that by changing our perception of a situation, we can change its emotional impact on us. This is a skill that's particularly vital in today's world, where we're bombarded by information, opinions, and events that are outside of our control. When you feel anger or frustration rising in you, Stoicism teaches you to pause and reframe the situation. Rather than reacting impulsively, you're encouraged to take a step back, examine your emotions, and assess whether your response is grounded in reality or inflated by external influences. This shift in perspective can help you avoid unnecessary stress and live with greater clarity. Living in accordance with Stoic principles isn't about being perfect or unfeeling. It's about learning how to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life with strength, wisdom, and grace. It's about cultivating an inner calm that allows you to maintain clarity even in the most challenging circumstances. It's about embracing your role as the captain of your own ship, steering through life's turbulent seas with confidence, resilience, and a steady hand. By applying Stoic principles to modern life, men can live not only more fulfilled lives, but also become better leaders, partners, and individuals. If you want to thrive in today's world, adopting a Stoic mindset is one of the most powerful tools you can use. Secret 3. Be her hero, the protector. Let's dive deep into something few men are ever bold enough to acknowledge: that primal, unspoken urge to protect, to lead, to be the pillar of strength when the world around her seems to crumble. This isn't about control or dominance. It's not about making her feel smaller or weaker. It's an inherent drive, woven into the fabric of your masculinity, to shield without suffocating, to stand tall without chasing or pursuing. This is a core principle, not just of being a man, but of being a true partner, a protector in the deepest, most essential sense. And what women crave is not some overbearing bodyguard, nor a controlling overlord, but a man who exudes an unspoken strength that makes her feel safe, grounded, and protected. In today's world, too many men mistakenly believe that being her hero is all about swooping in and fixing things, offering solutions to her problems, telling her what to do, trying to fix her bad days as if they were mere inconveniences to be solved. But that is not what she truly wants. What she really craves is the presence of a man who stands strong and unwavering as she processes her emotions. She wants someone who doesn't flinch when she expresses frustration, fear, or vulnerability, someone who doesn't try to shut it down or make it about his own emotional turmoil. She wants a man who can stand still in the storm, not a man who runs from it. This is where modern Stoicism comes into play. To truly embody the role of a protector and leader in today's world, a man must first master the art of emotional control. Stoicism is not just a relic of ancient philosophy, it is the timeless guide to navigating the chaos of modern life with unshakable calm and purpose. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely put it, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This is the essence of what makes a man a protector, a pillar of strength, not reacting impulsively, but choosing measured responses. Stoicism teaches us that the trials and tribulations we face, whether in relationships, careers, or personal challenges, are beyond our control. What we can control, however, is our internal reaction. The man who embodies Stoic principles is not disturbed by external forces. He doesn't panic when things go wrong. He doesn't crumble under pressure. Instead, he remains grounded, secure, and unshaken. It's this inner stability that women find so powerful. They aren't looking for a hero who can swoop in and save the day. They are looking for a man who has the emotional strength to stay present, to not be overwhelmed by their emotions or the circumstances at hand. They want a man who can weather the storm with them, not someone who disappears when things get tough. Now, don't confuse emotional control with suppression. This is where many men fall short. A Stoic man does not bury his feelings or pretend that everything is fine when it's not. Instead, he faces his emotions head-on, accepts them, and uses his inner strength to control his reactions, not allowing his emotions to dictate his actions. This is the real definition of strength, being able to face the most difficult situations with clarity, composure, and wisdom. In the modern world, this emotional mastery is more important than ever. Men are often taught to hide their emotions, to be tough and unemotional. But real strength comes not from suppressing your emotions, but from owning them and knowing how to channel them constructively. Women respect a man who can express his feelings when appropriate, but also knows when to hold back and remain composed. It's this balance of strength and vulnerability that makes a man not only a protector, but a true partner. As the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In a world filled with chaos, criticism, and noise, the Stoic man stands apart. He doesn't react in anger, he doesn't seek retribution, and he doesn't let external circumstances affect his inner peace. His calm is a shield, and his ability to remain steady, no matter what life throws at him, is what makes him a true protector in the eyes of those he cares about. This philosophy can, and should, be applied to every facet of your life. If you want to be the hero she needs, if you want to be the man she looks to when everything else falls apart, you must start by mastering your emotional control. This doesn't mean you should avoid challenges or difficult emotions. Rather, it means embracing them, processing them, and using them as fuel to grow stronger. The next time she is upset, instead of rushing to offer solutions, be there. Hold space for her emotions. Don't try to fix things. Just listen, support, and stand firm. This is the essence of being her hero, not by being perfect or having all the answers, but by being the man who can remain calm and composed, no matter what. If you want to live a life of true power and control, take a page out of the Stoic playbook. Be the man who is unshaken by the ups and downs of life. Be the man who stands tall, who exudes strength, and who remains emotionally unflappable in the face of adversity. You don't have to have all the answers. What matters is that you have the emotional strength to handle any challenge with grace. So if you're ready to step into this role, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't sit on the sidelines, waiting for life to hand you an opportunity. Take control of your emotional strength today. Master the art of stoic calm and watch how your life transforms. You will not just be her hero. You will be the man she trusts, the man she needs, and the man who leads both his own life and hers with unwavering strength. Comment below with the phrase, "I choose emotional strength and calm." Secret 4. The charm of a beard. Let's delve into something that, on the surface, might appear purely physical, but strikes at the very core of attraction: the beard. To some, it's just facial hair, something they choose or don't choose to grow. To others, it's more. It's a statement, a silent declaration of strength, wisdom, and maturity. But to her, if worn with confidence, it becomes an irresistible force, triggering a primal attraction that she might not even fully understand. You see, the beard is more than just hair. It is an emblem of manhood. It whispers a message that goes far beyond looks. It speaks of something far deeper. A well-groomed beard signals maturity. It speaks to experience, to the passage of time, and to the quiet strength of a man who has stepped beyond his youthful days of seeking validation. When a man sports a beard with grace, he doesn't need to speak. The message is clear. I have lived. I have learned. I am not here to impress. I simply am. Think of this as an act of silent dominance, not the loud, brash kind that demands attention, but the type that enters a room and holds its ground without uttering a single word. It's the dominance that comes from experience, from knowing who you are and what you stand for. The power of a well-maintained beard isn't just in its look, it's in its essence. As famed philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." The beard is the why of a man's identity. It stands for the reason he exists, not to please or impress, but to simply be. Women, whether they admit it or not, are instinctively drawn to this. They recognize in the beard a level of sophistication and stability, a mark of a man who has crossed into the realm of maturity and self-assuredness. Your beard isn't just an accessory, it's a powerful statement that goes straight to the heart of attraction. Now, I know that some of you may still doubt this. You may wonder if it's really the beard or just the man behind it that commands attention. Let me assure you, it's both. The way a man wears his beard is an extension of his personality, his strength, and his character. It says, "I am confident in who I am." And, if you carry it with the right attitude, it becomes a magnet for those who appreciate that strength. A man with a beard exudes a quiet confidence that is often rare in today's world. As the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." If you wear your beard with the mentality of a man who knows his worth, others will feel that energy. They will be drawn to it, even without fully knowing why. It's about subtle power, not boastful power. And that's exactly what women crave: quiet strength. Women are instinctively attracted to men who radiate authenticity and self-assurance, those who don't need to announce their worth because it's evident in everything they do, including how they present themselves. Your beard, properly maintained, becomes an extension of that. It becomes the subtle marker of your authority, your experience, and your masculinity. Now, take a moment and reflect on this. Are you the man who is still seeking validation from others? Or have you matured into someone who commands respect simply by being himself? If you're still questioning your place in this world, a beard won't fix that. But if you've already crossed that threshold, if you're someone who has learned to own who you are, your flaws, your victories, and your experiences, a beard becomes the crown of your masculinity. Remember this. The strongest men are those who can be themselves without fear of judgment. Wearing a beard isn't about following a trend, it's about signaling to the world that you're not afraid to stand in your truth. A well-kept beard is an outward expression of inward strength. It tells the world you are a man of substance. You are not a boy trying to prove anything. You are a man who knows himself and commands respect. So, if you're ready to embrace this silent but potent form of power, go ahead. Wear your beard with pride and let it speak for you. Don't just look the part, be the part. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to let the world pass you by, unnoticed, or are you going to step into your true power? Let your beard speak for itself. Like, comment and subscribe if you believe in the silent power of masculinity. Take control. Be the man who stands strong and quiet, just like your beard. Secret 5. The power of shared laughter. When was the last time you made a woman truly laugh? I'm not talking about the polite chuckles or the courtesy giggles we sometimes hear in passing. No, I mean the kind of laugh that's pure, real, and unguarded. The kind that causes her to throw her head back and forget everything around her, even if it's just for a moment. That kind of laughter is more than just a sound. It's a powerful force that connects us on a deep level, bypassing the walls we often build around ourselves. It's about intimacy, real, raw intimacy. Laughter isn't just a way to pass the time or share a joke. It's a language of its own, a language that speaks to the heart and soul. When a woman laughs with you, it's not just a reaction to something funny. It's an invitation into her world where she feels comfortable, vulnerable, and unguarded. It's one of the few moments when we truly let go, when our defenses crumble and our emotions flood the surface. This is why shared laughter is so powerful. It forges a deeper connection than any conversation or gesture ever could. You see, laughter is not just a reflex of the body. It's a physiological response that triggers powerful chemical reactions in our system. When a woman laughs, her body releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This is the same hormone she feels when she's being touched, when she's in a state of intimacy, and when trust is being built between two people. So when you make her laugh, you're doing more than just entertaining her. You're triggering a bonding process, a deepening of trust, and a solidification of the emotional connection between the two of you. Laughter has the power to create a moment of pure joy, but it's also the gateway to building something more profound. Emotional intimacy. This isn't just about cracking jokes or saying something witty. It's about being present. It's about being genuinely in the moment with her. You have to be attuned to her sense of humour, to the little things that make her laugh. That's when you know you're truly connecting. It's not about trying too hard. It's not about being a stand-up comedian or constantly making jokes. It's about understanding her, making her feel comfortable enough to let go of her usual guarded nature, and just allowing the moment to unfold naturally. Don't underestimate the power of humour in building relationships. The world today often places too much emphasis on surface-level interactions, but laughter transcends that. It's something that connects us as humans. In a world where trust is often hard to come by, shared laughter is a rare gem. It's a bridge between souls, a way to tell someone without words, I get you, I see you, I'm here with you. As you move forward in life and relationships, remember this. Laughter is not a trivial thing. It's a tool, a powerful tool that can strengthen bonds, deepen connections, and create a foundation for trust. It's a language that doesn't need translation. You don't have to search for the perfect words to express your feelings. Sometimes, the best way to show someone you care is through the simple act of making them laugh, making them forget their worries, even if it's only for a brief moment. So next time you're with a woman, don't just focus on the surface. Look for the moments when you can make her laugh and allow that laughter to break down the barriers between you. Understand that this laughter is a sign of intimacy and trust being built. Let it remind you of the power of shared experiences and how, even in our most vulnerable moments, we can find strength in connection. It's in those moments of laughter that we find the greatest treasures in our relationships. Remember, don't just try to make her laugh. Understand the value of that laugh and what it means. When you make her laugh, genuinely laugh, you're not just sharing a moment of joy. You're building a foundation of trust and intimacy that will stand the test of time. Share your thoughts below. What was the last moment you shared a real, unguarded laugh? What did it teach you about the connection between you two? Comment below. Laughter is the bridge to deep connection. Secret 6. The power of dreams. In this modern age, where superficial connections and fleeting attractions often rule the day, there's something much deeper that women are drawn to, though they may not always know how to articulate it. It's not just the chemistry, the touch, or the charm that captivates. It's a man with a dream. But not just any dream. A vision, a sense of direction, a purpose that defines the very essence of his existence. A dream that is bigger than the mundane tasks of daily life, bigger than the grind of a typical job. A man who is not just trying to get by, but who is actively building something meaningful, something that stands the test of time. You may not realize it, but women crave a man who is walking toward a higher purpose, someone who isn't simply surviving, but who is unapologetically thriving with intent. This is the man who wakes up with a fire in his soul, with a vision that pulls him out of bed in the morning and propels him through each day. It's this very energy that draws others in, and women are no exception. A man with a purpose is magnetic. There is no greater allure than a man who is living with purpose and direction, and who demonstrates unwavering commitment to his mission. When a woman sees a man with a dream, something profound happens. She sees someone who isn't waiting for life to come to him. Instead, he's going out and taking life by the reins. She sees strength, determination, and confidence in his actions. It's not about the flashy exterior or the things he can offer materially, but about the depth of his passion and the direction in which he is headed. A man on a mission is a man who knows where he's going, and women are drawn to that certainty like a moth to a flame. This isn't just a concept limited to physical attraction. It touches something much more profound. It speaks to the deepest desires of a woman, her yearning for connection, for meaning, for a relationship that transcends the mundane. She wants to feel like she's part of something larger, something that matters, something that's being built. And a man with a dream offers that. He doesn't just talk about what he wants. He works tirelessly to make it a reality. His actions align with his words, and that speaks volumes. The power of a man with a dream is undeniable. It's the kind of power that creates an invisible pull, an energy that can't be faked. Women are instinctively attracted to a man who is not simply focused on surviving, but who is striving towards something greater. This pursuit is intoxicating because it represents vitality, drive, and passion. A man with a dream exudes an energy that reverberates throughout his life. Every decision, every move he makes is fueled by that mission. It's this energy that radiates out and attracts people who resonate with his vision. Imagine this. You're not just another man in the crowd. You're a man with a direction, a sense of purpose that propels you forward no matter the obstacles. You're not here to follow the status quo. You're here to carve your own path and make a lasting impact on the world. This is the man who wakes up with fire in his heart and clarity in his mind. This is the man who is determined to build a legacy, who knows that his life is about more than just himself. But don't just think of this in abstract terms. Apply it to your own life. Where are you heading? What's your vision? Are you simply getting by, or are you actively working towards something bigger than yourself? In today's world, it's easy to get distracted, to get lost in the noise of daily life. But a man with a dream doesn't get lost. He doesn't just survive, he thrives. And this is the power of having a clear vision. So let me be clear. If you want to command respect, admiration, and yes, attraction, you must be a man with a vision. You must be unapologetic in your pursuit of something greater. This isn't just about impressing women. It's about living a life that's meaningful, a life that you can be proud of, regardless of external validation. A man with a dream is unstoppable because his purpose is his compass. Everything he does is driven by that North Star. And that's the kind of energy that attracts everything you've ever wanted. Authentic relationships, fulfillment, and a deep sense of inner peace. If you don't have a dream, find one. It's not enough to simply exist. Life is too short to waste time treading water. Build something. Create something that matters, not just for you, but for the world. That's where the power lies. That's where your true strength and attraction come from. So, I challenge you. Don't just go through the motions. Start building your dream today. You'll be surprised at how quickly the world starts to align with you. Secret 7. The power of listening. In today's fast-paced, often distracted world, most men hear, but very few truly listen. The difference may seem subtle at first, but it's everything. If you want to forge a deep, lasting connection with a woman, one that goes beyond mere chemistry, something that resonates within her and stays with her long after you've parted ways, then here's the secret: listening. This isn't just about hearing the words she says. It's about listening with intention, with purpose, with presence. Real listening goes beyond the passive act of hearing. It's not just about waiting for your turn to speak while she talks. No, it's about immersing yourself in her world and being fully attuned to her in the moment. True listening requires focus. It means putting away distractions, both external and internal. Put down your phone, set aside your worries, and focus solely on her. It means that when she speaks, your eyes remain locked on hers, your posture engaged, and your mind fully attuned to her words, her tone, and the subtle nuances in the way she communicates. This kind of listening is an active process. It's not enough to just nod along or offer generic responses. Real listening demands that you absorb what she says with the intention of understanding, not just replying. When you listen actively, you're not just picking up on the words, you're tuned into her emotions, her energy, and her underlying needs. It's about noticing the small shifts in her voice that indicate something deeper, whether it's excitement, discomfort, vulnerability, or joy. And these shifts, they're critical. They offer insight into her true feelings, and it's up to you to catch them. Take the time to notice the little things, the subtle pause in her voice when she's unsure, or the slight edge when she's frustrated, a shift in tone when she's sharing something important. It's not just what she says, but how she says it. Listening isn't simply about processing information. It's about understanding her emotions, motivations, and desires. When you demonstrate this kind of acute awareness, she feels heard in a way that is rare and deeply meaningful. And here's the real kicker: remembering. It's not just about the conversation in the moment. The true power of listening lies in your ability to retain what she says and bring it up later, long after the conversation is over. It's remembering that one small thing she mentioned in passing about her favourite book or a family member's birthday. Months later, when she least expects it, you surprise her by bringing it up. That small, seemingly insignificant detail shows her that you've been paying attention, that she matters enough for you to remember the little things. This makes her feel valued in a way that words alone cannot express. In modern life, this kind of listening has become a rarity. We live in a world full of distractions, smartphones, social media, constant notifications. But this is the very reason why deep listening has become such a powerful tool for connection. When you make the conscious decision to listen intently, to offer someone your full presence, you stand out. You create a space where they feel truly seen, heard, and understood. Now, you might be wondering how this connects to Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of resilience and virtue. Stoicism teaches us the importance of focus, presence, and control over our impulses. By applying Stoic principles, we learn to be present in the moment, to listen not just with our ears, but with our hearts. It's about mastering the art of focus, resisting the urge to interrupt or distract ourselves, and showing the person in front of us that they are worth our undivided attention. In relationships, especially with women, this act of deep listening is a game changer. It's easy to get caught up in our own thoughts or distractions, but if you want to form a real connection, you must commit to listening fully and without interruption. This doesn't mean you need to agree with everything she says, but it does mean you need to hear her out with respect, to validate her experiences, and to engage with her on a deeper emotional level. Men often mistake listening for passivity, thinking that it's about sitting back and letting her talk. But true listening is active. It's engaging with her words, noticing the small details, and responding in a way that shows you've truly understood her. So let me tell you this. If you want to stand out in a woman's life, if you want her to feel a connection that goes beyond surface-level attraction, if you want her to know that you see her not just as a woman, but as an individual with thoughts, feelings, and dreams, then you must learn the power of listening. In a world full of noise and distractions, this skill is one of the most profound gifts you can offer to anyone. Start practicing it today and watch as your relationships, whether romantic, professional, or personal, transform. The world is full of people who hear, but very few who truly listen. Become one of those rare individuals, and you'll find that the connections you create will be deeper, more meaningful, and far more enduring than you could have ever imagined. Secret 8. The Power of Spontaneity. Life has a way of pulling us into predictable patterns, creating a sense of structure and safety. But here's the undeniable truth. Predictability kills polarity. That's right. The comfort of routine, the control you think you need to wield, the very consistency that you believe will keep her anchored, it's not enough. What truly draws a woman back when she's starting to drift away isn't your predictable behaviour. It's not the certainty of knowing exactly what will happen next. What reignites her interest, what makes her feel alive again, is the power of spontaneity. Women live in emotions, in waves, in the unpredictable dance of desire and attraction. You think she wants the safe, controlled version of you? Think again. She craves the spark, the unknown, the feeling that she's not just with a man, she's with someone who knows how to surprise her, challenge her, and make her heart race with the unexpected. There's a reason why the greatest lovers and the most magnetic men in history understood this. They didn't just rely on routine. They knew how to be steady when necessary, but more importantly, they knew how to create moments of wonder, of sheer unpredictability. You need to master this balance, the consistency that gives her comfort, paired with the surprise that keeps her excited, intrigued, and yearning for more. When you can combine stillness with surprise, that's where the magic happens. It's a dynamic that draws her in, keeps her fascinated, and ultimately makes her want to stay. Now, let me make this clear. This isn't just some playful notion, some whimsical idea of mixing things up. This is a life-changing truth, one that the greatest minds and philosophers of our time have understood. Think about it. As Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic, said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the unpredictability of life is not something to avoid. It's something to embrace. Life's beauty isn't found in the rigid, in the safe. It's found in the uncertainty, the challenge, the moments that make you question what comes next. It's about mastering your own inner strength and learning to act decisively, even in the face of the unknown. In the same way, your woman's attraction doesn't lie in how predictably you can behave. It thrives in the moments where you challenge her expectations, where you throw her off balance in the most alluring, magnetic way. So you're probably asking, how do I do this? You've got to be intentional. You've got to take control of your life in a way that allows room for spontaneity. Don't just stick to a script. Create new experiences, take bold actions, surprise her in ways she doesn't expect. Whether it's planning an unexpected date night, showing up with a spontaneous gesture, or simply breaking away from the ordinary routine, it's about showing her that you are both grounded and adventurous, that you are capable of deep stability, but also free enough to shake things up. The truth is, this is a game changer. It's not a tactic, it's a mindset. And let me tell you this, the moment you stop playing it safe, the moment you begin to step into your power and bring that spark of unpredictability into your relationship, you'll witness an undeniable transformation. Now, don't wait. Take action today. Think about how you can shift the energy in your relationship by mixing stability with surprise. It's time to stop hiding behind routine and start embracing the unknown. Remember this. The greatest wealth is to live content with little, said Plato. But when it comes to love, to attraction, to connection, don't settle for little. Don't settle for the mundane. You are the architect of your own reality, and that reality should be filled with sparks, excitement, and moments that make her heart race. So go ahead, step up, surprise her, and let her feel that electrifying blend of steadiness and unpredictability. Be the man who knows how to make life more than just predictable. Be the man who makes her crave the next surprise. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you got a lot out of this video. And remember, these 7 hidden secrets are more than just tips. They're real insights into what women truly crave. But it all starts with you and your mindset. Here's my advice to you. If you want to really stand out, don't just go through life. Be a man with a dream. It's not about being perfect. It's about being driven, unapologetically pursuing something bigger than yourself. A man with purpose is magnetic, not just to women, but to the world around him. So don't wait. Take action, define your vision, and start building something meaningful today. Trust me, when you start living with intention, everything else will fall into place. So get out there and make it happen. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video.